Imagine that at exactly midnight tonight, every human being on Earth disappears. Not dies, not evacuates, just disappears. Your phone is still charging. Cars are still parked outside. Lights are still glowing in office buildings. For a few seconds, Earth would look almost completely normal. And then things would start going wrong. The first strange thing would be movement without people. The cars already traveling would continue forward until they crashed. Trains would keep moving until automatic systems stopped them. They ran out of power or something failed. Airplanes would be more complicated. Autopilot could keep many aircraft flying temporarily, but there would be nobody left to manage airports, communicate with pilots, refuel aircraft, or complete the landing. But the biggest change wouldn't happen on the roads. It would happen inside the systems we almost never think about. Electric grids aren't giant batteries. Electricity has to be generated and consumed in balance, continuously. Power plants, substations, transmission lines, and control centers use enormous amounts of automation, but human operators still manage disturbances and restore systems when something goes wrong. Without people, failures would begin accumulating. A generator trips. Another area suddenly has too much or too little power. Equipment disconnects itself for protection. Eventually, large sections of the grid go dark. And once electricity disappears, another countdown begins. Water pumps stop. Communication networks lose backup power. Fuel pumps stop working. Refrigeration disappears. Cities designed for millions of people become enormous silent machines with nobody maintaining them. But strangely, the disappearance of humans would not make Earth quiet, because other residents are still here. Dogs trapped inside homes would have a serious problem. Livestock behind fences would depend heavily on where they were and whether they could escape. But wild animals would suddenly discover something extraordinary. The loudest and most dangerous animal on the planet is gone. Roads stop carrying traffic. Ships stop moving through oceans. Construction stops. Street lights disappear. And plants begin doing what plants are very good at doing: occupying available space. A crack in the pavement collects water. Seeds land inside it. Roots make the crack larger. More soil collects. More plants arrive. It wouldn't happen overnight. A city would not become a jungle in a week. But the balance would have changed permanently. Without people repairing roofs, clearing drains, repainting steel, controlling vegetation, and pumping water, weather becomes the demolition crew. Rain enters buildings. Wood rots. Steel corrodes. Freeze and thaw cycles widen cracks. Roots push into weakened structures. Some buildings might survive surprisingly long. Others would fail much sooner. And slowly, the sharp geometry of human civilization would begin becoming irregular again. Parking lots turn into patches of vegetation. Roads become fragmented. Rivers move through places where humans once tried to control them. Animals establish new routes through abandoned neighborhoods. Decades become centuries. And eventually, many of the things that seem permanent to us would be difficult to recognize. But humanity wouldn't completely vanish. Stone structures could remain. Ceramics, glass, and some buried materials could survive for extremely long periods. Satellites would continue orbiting until their orbits changed or their systems failed. Objects left on the moon could last vastly longer because there's no rain, vegetation, or ordinary weather constantly attacking them. And beneath the ground, future evidence would remain. Metals, concrete, plastic, changed sediments, chemical signatures. A thin layer saying that, for one tiny moment in Earth's history, something unusual happened here. We built cities across continents, changed rivers, crossed oceans, lit the night, and then suddenly stopped. The strange part of this thought experiment isn't how quickly nature would destroy everything we've built. It's the opposite. It shows how much invisible work is required every single day just to make civilization look permanent. Cities don't simply exist. Millions of people are constantly repairing them, cleaning them, powering them, pumping water through them, and stopping nature from taking them apart. Remove the people, and the countdown begins.